What's up, everybody? This is me getting sucked back into the track. A track, any track. I love tracks. So I originally came to Phoenix RC Raceway to meet a friend and pick up something from him. And I was already planning to chill for an hour or so and watch some of these guys run and chat a little bit with a couple of friends of mine. Well, needless to say, you can't just sit and watch, especially when racing's in your blood. Well, not racing, driving around corners is in your blood. This is my buddy's car. Yeah. So, needless to say, I let a couple of people talk me into running home and grabbing a few of my things and coming back. And here's 2 minutes of track footage before I show you what I went home to grab. And now you see I went home and grabbed a bunch of stuff. I got 2 TO5s and an MO5. But unfortunately there's not much footage of me driving, as I didn't really focus on video and nobody else got any. So here's a video of my car in the white and blue body being driven by a buddy of mine who has a better feel for the track than I do, especially on my first day. But my car was doing pretty good for what it was. Just throwing it on there without really anything done. Here's the M05 about to go with the Alpha body. It looks really good, but drives like garbage here. So not much more to say other than it needs a lot of work. First thing I've done is I'm waiting on version 2 suspension arms. I've purchased a lot of other stuff for it already. I'll make a video on that. But I purchased a version 2 suspension arms, which will allow me to control and set up droop settings. And that should help a lot. I don't want to have to control that with my suspension shock shaft limiting.
But then it won't turn.
So this isn't me driving, this is again my buddy driving. There's really no footage of me driving in this video. But even though it drove like crap, it was really, really fun. Alright, it's almost 11 o'clock and I'm still at the track. I wasn't supposed to be here this long. I was only supposed to come here to look and watch and be entertained, spectate, but I'm still here. And I've been running the cars. Okay, so I brought this thing. Runs incredible. I'm still here, wrenching away. Yep. All right, and I'm home now after track day. I did break the front right C-hub and knuckle on my T05 twice. So after the first time I broke it, I took the part from the other T05, and then I broke it again and I decided to call it quits and switch over to the M05. So after track time, I like to clean the bodies with brake clean. That gets off a lot of the tire marks that have rubbed onto the body from the walls. I also decided this time for these two bodies that I'm going to continue to run to add some shoe glue underneath in the weak areas. I do understand it will make it heavier, but I'm not looking for fast lap times. I just want to drive and not have to get a new body every week. All right, now I'm done cleaning everything and shoe gluing the bodies. I come over to my cars. First things first, I'm going to remove the speed control from the T05 MS because that could not handle the motor I had in there. I had forgotten the TBLE02S can only do 18 turn, and I had a 17.5 in there. So I'll deal with that later. Unside of that, get rid of it. And the M05, I was noticing it was a little bit too fast for my current skill level. So I removed the Sport Tune motor and put in a standard 540 Mabuchi with a 22 tooth pinion. And the only reason I can use a 22 tooth pinion is because I have a three racing speed tune gears, which allows you to go 2 teeth higher than what the chassis says. All right, now with the M05 done and ready for next track day, I go ahead and bust out the T05 again. And because all the suspension parts are reversible on my T05 IFSR, and the TA05 MS, which both uses TRF 416 suspension parts. I went ahead and removed the good side of the TA05 MS to put onto my TA05 IFSR. That way I had a full running TA05 IFSR chassis for next track day. I did, of course, scour the internet and look for replacement parts, and I did find them, and I have ordered them, and I believe they might have arrived at the time of editing this video, I think, which is a week late, but I've been really busy. Here we go. I'm putting on the track tires and getting it ready. Wait, one more thing. 17.5 might have been a little bit too hot for me, so I went ahead and put a Sport Tune motor into the TA05 IFSR, and we'll see how I do with that.